just wanna be part of your symphony. We hold me tight and not let go.
1, 2, and hi.
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 And welcome back to the Hot Girl Spiral. I'm Anna.
I'm Monica.
And last week we talked about boundaries, how to set them,
What they look like, the types of boundaries.
and they're hot.
Super hot.
No, but we learned that boundaries are the epitome of self-care. If boundaries, bear with me, if boundaries are your protection of your peace, then the inner critic, your inner critic is the one setting it on fire. And that's what we're going to talk about this week. We're going to talk about that voice in your head.
We should count how many times you say critic incorrectly.
I'm sorry, I tend to say critic.
No, you're
Critic.
No.
Critic.
Yeah, you put a T at the end of critic.
Critic.
Like that. It's critic.
Whatever.
Inner critic. It's about the inner critic this episode, guys.
Yeah, it's about the inner critic. But before we get into it,
The highs and lows. You go first.
Okay, so my high
I'm so breathy.
my performance. My high for the week was probably preparing for this podcast. I watched a lot of TED Talks and I feel like I learned a lot, and just the process of learning about the inner critic and learning about the inner critic and
Don't mind me.
and just how it all unfolds and your own inner critic, and we'll get into that, but the whole process and
Yeah. No, it's been interesting.
the whole process has been good, and so it was enjoyable for me,
Mhm.
kind of comical at times. And my low for the week would be that I've been really dissociated this week, not present at all. And I was aware, but I wasn't aware of how bad it was until it was called to my attention.
Mhm.
And I guess just knowing that I'm affecting other people by not being present is that's my low. Just coming to terms with that and now being aware so that I can work on it, which obviously is a good thing, but
Yeah. When you're not present, do you think it's your inner critic talking to you in there? Or is something happening inside? Where's because your mind isn't here. So are you just thinking of things or
yeah, I'm all over the place. I don't think that, I mean, I want to say my inner critic is constantly talking because I'm talking to somebody in there. And if it's not my inner critic, then I
who the
have
fuck is it?
multiple personalities happening. I don't know, but I'm talking to somebody and she's not super positive. So I'm assuming we're all in the same.
Let's just take that as your inner critic.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Well, not nice.
Nice.
Thank you. I meant nice. Thank you for
That's
sharing your
nice.
highs and lows.
Oh my God. That's literally what I hate when therapists do.
That's nice.
In our groups or whatever, in the classes that I'm taking, they literally will be when it's a temp therapist or something, they'll be okay, thanks for sharing. That's nice.
Really? That's nice?
Yeah. And I'm
Oh, it's
what?
just filler words. Means nothing.
Yeah,
They're just saying
I'm
things
okay,
to
you're just trying to check us off that we all did
Yeah.
our thing.
yeah.
So I'm
Just say thank
I
you
hate
and say
that.
who else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. Anyways, what are
Um,
your highs and lows?
okay. So my high was that I'm going to the gym consistently again.
Yes, queen.
Yeah, but in the past I was going 5 to 6 days a week, but
Yeah.
I'm switching up now and just going 3 times a week, and then
You're being kinder to your body.
yeah. And also I'm just trying something different out because I'm I don't know, every day it was good because I like the discipline, and not that I'm not going to the gym every day, but I'm just not, that's what I should say. I'm going to the gym every day except Sundays, but I'm just not lifting weights every day. I'm trying to space it out a little bit. But anyways, that and just trying to get back on my nutrition. And so I don't know. So far it's been good. It's been a weekend and I feel like it's good. So I'm happy about that. And my low, it's funny that you said, what was your low again? No, it was funny that your high was this whole process, because for me, I think my low was this because my inner critic has a constant it's always telling me that I'm not good enough, or I shouldn't be doing this, or you'll get judged or like you're not worthy. Just like that low self-esteem critic is
Yeah.
what she is. But she's always in my head. So I feel like with this in particularly, like looking into like the inner critic and like listening to stuff and just like thinking about what my inner critic tells me is just like annoying because she like is like feeding into this topic.
Yeah.
Like she's like there. And
It's
then
like,
I'm like,
you can't speak on this. You don't know what you're talking
yeah.
about.
Or it's just like, I don't know, because I guess you said it's making you aware.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good thing because it is making me aware, but it's also like, it's making me aware, but because she's there, she makes me sad because she's really loud in my head right now.
Yeah, because now it's time for healing.
It's time for healing. So yeah, so all this inner critic talk, guys, we're going to talk about the inner critic.
Yes, that's what we're getting into
That's
today.
what we are
So-
getting into. Let's spiral, guys.
Let's go.
Let's go, bitches. Okay, sorry.
No, but
What do you want to say?
do you want to define inner critic or do you want me to? Or do you want to give some sort of?
Yeah, so the inner critic is basically like an internal voice that gives a lot of shame and self-judgment
Like guilt.
and guilt. And yeah, like it's just like that nagging voice in your head that like wants to like creep up and like give you all the doubts and the fears and anxieties to surface. And like yeah, and honestly, if you don't realize it, like before this I didn't think about my inner critic that much, and now that we talk about it, I'm like, dude, she's there all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that in short, that is
She's like going to be your maid of honor.
she's like literally, yeah, she's there. Like I don't, but in this, we're gonna talk about how we can like silence her too. So it's not like she may always be there.
Oh, she's definitely always gonna
She's
be-
always gonna be there, but
she's ride or die.
she is ride or die to the end of time. But like she doesn't have to be the loudest voice in our head.
Yeah.
We're gonna shut that bitch up, guys and girls. Yeah, so
the lotion on the skin.
that's the inner critic.
So bad.
ADHD. So that's it. So that's what the inner critic is. There's a lot of like theories as to like how she comes about.
Yeah, like just the the evolvement.
Yeah,
of-
the evolution of the inner critic.
yes. There's a lot of theories, but like one we're gonna hit on is the attachment theory.
And the attachment theory it's basically drawn from your childhood experiences and how your caregivers or your parental units like how you navigated that time of life, basically.
Yeah.
And there's so 4 different attachment styles. There's a secure attachment,
Which is ideally what you would want. That's
Right.
like a secure attachment is someone that has their shit. No, I'm just kidding. They don't necessarily have their shit together, but a secure attachment is someone that basically had somewhat of solid connections.
like steady, like a steady show of
Steady-
love that wasn't conditional.
Yeah.
It didn't have to, it wasn't based on like your performance or whatever. It was just like a constant steady means of
Yeah. So
of
because of
affection.
that, they feel close. They feel fine. And with intimacy and getting close, it's easier for them to get close to people.
Yeah, they have good communication because they can say how they feel and what their needs are.
Yeah.
And
Couldn't be me.
it couldn't be me. And then so that would be like a secure attachment. Then we have the
3 types of unsecure attachments.
right. There's a secure and then the rest suck. But there's one
You
that
don't
takes the
suck.
cake, and that's me. Anyways, the and then the other one is the avoidant attachment, also known as dismissive. They're the ones that try to keep that emotional distance. They're not going to be super intimate with you. They're very like self-reliant. Like I can do it on
Yeah.
my own. I don't need anybody else.
And they kind of like hold their value and like what they can do and stuff. Like
Mhm.
I'm only as worthy as my last accomplishment.
Right.
Or like
Or maybe
whatever.
like I'm very what's that saying? I'm the captain of my own ship. I'm the
It seems right.
something like that. Anyways, so that's one. That's the avoidant. And then we have the anxious attachment. And they're like what they sound like. They're just anxious. They have a fear of being abandoned, fear of rejection. They're probably not very direct with their needs or their wants. They're people pleasing.
Overly sensitive.
Overly sensitive, yeah. And then we have the disorganized, which is the fearful avoidant.
It's in that essentially you're kind of all over the place. You want the love, but you don't want it.
It's not even, yeah, it's like
You're not in control of your emotions at all. Like you're outside the bounds and you're on that mad spiral. We need healing, honey.
yeah, they're from what I was reading, because I was reading about this because I took we're gonna put up a link if you're interested in what your attachment style is.
Yes.
I took it and I am the fearful avoidant. And apparently it's like the worst of all the attachment styles because it's so like they're so push and pull. Like I want, but they'll like don't get too close
There
and
is
like I
not
push
a
you away.
worst.
I literally read that it was out of all of them, that would be the worst.
Literally.
I don't know, Psychology Today or some shit. I don't know. No, I really read it because I was like,
No, I
wow.
believe you.
And because when I did it, I was like, that sounds like the worst. And I said,
Wait, don't I have the same thing?
No, I think you told me that yours was anxious attachment.
Wait, what did you say yours was?
I'm fearful avoidant. I'm the disorganized one. I'm all over the place. The one that you said is the worst or whatever you said.
Oh.
Yes, I'm the fearful avoidant.
Yeah, you are the worst. I didn't realize. Sorry,
You're an
I was
asshole.
confused.
Listen, so the purpose of us saying if you want to take it, it's not, I mean, I'm being a little extreme because that's how I am and I put myself down. But it's my inner critic. But we're bringing this up if you want to take it, not to like take it and then see like how shitty you are, but so that you become aware and know like how you are. And so like if you're in relationship with someone, if things arise and like you act a certain way, you can understand better yourself and how you can how you reflect on that and how you proceed to move forward.
Yeah.
The whole thing is growing.
And the thing is about attachment styles, you do not have to be the same attachment style for your whole life. Like you do not have to be the same attachment style in different relationships. Like you can be one attachment style in friendships, one attachment style in family, and like there's
that would be kind of fucked though.
There is different ones, and I can attest. I have different ones, and
this is for her multiple personalities in her head. Just kidding. We're not making fun of that. That is
one personality. No, one thing I would say is the disorganized or the fearful avoidant. I think growing up, I think I moved from the disorganized, fearful avoidant to the overall avoidant because I started to become aware that I wasn't going to get what I wanted. So then it was like, I kind of like put up a guard and I was like, I'm going to do this all by myself.
Okay. You did.
Yeah. And then I went from that avoidant to once I had a little bit of healing, obviously not a full-fledged glow up, but a little bit of healing. Then I transferred over to anxious avoidant. Still avoidant.
Anxious.
Yeah, but it's called anxious avoidant.
I don't think so. Anyways.
It is.
It's not.
It definitely is. I copied and pasted that. Literally, it is.
Anyways.
That's one of the terms.
Anyways.
Whatever. So I became that, which is keeping emotional distance, uncomfortable with intimacy. No, I'm reading the wrong book. I was like, this doesn't sound right. Often worry about their relationships. Fear of abandonment can be overly sensitive. That's me now. But I also already see the evolution of my glow up. Like I can see her. She's there, like that healthy attachment. Like I feel like in my relationship right now is like my first time where I'm really like from the start kind of building a healthy attachment.
Yeah.
And obviously it's not healthy. Like obviously I'm healing.
No.
But like it's the most secure attachment I've ever had. And it's just really healthy. And I really like there's like it's checking the boxes. Where are the boxes?
I don't know.
Feel comfortable with closeness and intimacy. Able to express my needs and feelings openly. Tend to have healthy, balanced relationships. I feel like, obviously, that's not like 100%, but like, I just feel like that's going places.
Yeah. And that's a really nice thing. And I think that relationships, not even romantically, but just in general, can help kind of like heal that.
Yeah, in our relationship, like this
Yeah,
whole
I was
process.
gonna say that because I think when I met you, you were probably in that avoidant. You were the avoidant. I don't know that I don't think I made you into anything else, but I just think that kind of like opened up like your feeling of connected with someone or someone understanding. And yeah, it doesn't have to be like it is beautiful to see like a relationship kind of heal parts of you, but you also don't need it because we're us as single people are capable of healing ourselves. No, but it is nice.
No, but because honestly, they say like it's true. The first attachment you should have secure attachment you should have is with yourself. Does that make sense?
Sure. Wait, what do you mean? That you should have?
Yeah, you should have a secure attachment with yourself above anyone else.
So yeah, so as she was saying with everything is that you can evolve from different like attachments, and as you grow and you meet people and you experience things and parts of you become healed and you heal parts of yourself, you evolve, and the idea is like to get to that secure attachment.
Yeah, exactly.
And it'd be nice to have that across the board in friends, family,
Oh,
and whatever.
absolutely.
But I don't know. I also want $1 million.
I want more than that.
Whatever. Anyways, so yeah, so those are the attachment styles. So it's believed that, or it's a theory is that our inner critic is kind of comes from that attachment style that
It's developed
is
as
developed
a
when you're
child.
a child. So yeah, so the inner critic, what does she sound like?
Is it a woman?
It can, yeah, I mean, for me it is. It's not a boy.
Well, it could be.
Sure.
Are they non-binary?
It's a girl and she's me. I am my inner critic. So yeah, so what does the inner critic sound like? Mine tells me that I'm not good enough, or that I'm not worthy, or that I'm not deserving of love, or I'm not qualified. Basically like that is a lot of the things that she tells me.
Mine says similar things. Mine says you're not smart enough, you're not qualified, you're not pretty enough, you're not wealthy enough.
Yeah.
All the things. You are not enough.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, it all amounts to like you're like
You're not good enough.
you're not at the caliber. You're just you're scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
So obviously we talked about what she sounds like, or he, she, it, they, them, whatever they sound like. But what we didn't talk about is what that feels like. Like what is the consequences of that?
Of having the inner critic.
Yeah, like what does the inner critic lead to? Depression,
Anxiety.
low self-esteem. That's big.
Yeah, she causes you to self-sabotage.
Self-sabotage, messes with relationships,
Yeah.
ability to be intimate.
Yeah. It's very crazy 'cause she's just like a voice in my head, but she like
She
you let her
is driving the tractor.
well, if you let her, yeah, that's what she's doing. And you don't realize it in the time, but she's like she's literally with us the whole time. So she's in everything that we do.
I know, and that's why like what this podcast was so exciting for me because of this. Like I'm so excited to get into this right now, okay? So after watching a bunch of we saw not podcasts, TED Talks and stuff, we saw doing a research, we saw that it's good to like put a face to it. Maybe it's a little silly, but like putting a face to your inner critic, like, and in that process, I feel like it was very like healing for me anyways, like going through, like trying to decide what my inner critic looked like and like, why does she look like that?
Yeah.
Like, and then I was like, oh, like, I didn't think about that, like why I felt that way about this or that.
Yeah.
And
It's good to externalize her because she's inside, so we're gonna bring her out.
yeah,
Like, get the fuck out here.
yeah, get the fuck out here, own up to your shit, and let's be real.
And yeah, and essentially it's almost like we're like outing her and we're taking away her power. Like, you think you're just in there hiding? Like,
exactly what we're doing.
like, come over here, we're gonna show you. So with that said, we're about to showcase what she looks like.
We're gonna show you. And I want you guys to, oh, I was playing a game on here. Okay, so like no judgment. I mean, I know you're gonna judge me and it's fine because I don't care. But this is my inner critic.
Show her to your camera. Wait, hold on.
Right there.
Her name is
Imogene. Her name is Imogene. This is my inner critic. If you will notice, she looks so much like me. We're basically twins.
The best part is that she's supposed to be prettier.
Yes. Okay. But yeah, so my inner critic is supposed to be prettier than me. Obviously, I'm not a good artist, but my inner critic, she has my hair color because I've grown to like that.
Harper.
Ladies.
Harper, stop. Harper, over here. Lay down.
So Imogene is meant to be like
the better version.
The hotter, the better version of me. And that's why she's always putting me down. She is me, but she's me on steroids. Like, she's me that did everything that me wanted to do. Like, she's just better than me. So that's why she looks better than me. And she has juicier lips. Her eyes are bluer. Like, her hair is fuller. But her name is Imogene. So, like, sorry if your name is Imogene.
I
but,
kind of like the name. But fuck you, Imogene. Fuck you, Imogene.
I am a J.
Okay, but that's interesting that you made yours very pretty.
Yes. No, but like, yeah, I guess it is because most of the ones that I saw were like kind of like ugly looking.
Yeah.
But
Which-
mine is my bully is like, and it goes to with like I envy her kind of like, man, mine's getting kind of fucked up and kind of deep on. This is gonna have to be some more. I'm gonna have to talk about this in therapy.
Yeah, that's very weird that you envy her
Yeah.
because she's like not.
Damn you, Imogen.
She's not a positive thing for you. The voice in your head, you shouldn't envy her.
Yeah, you're right.
You mean you envy her looks?
No, like I want to be her.
Why would you, Anna? No, I'm kidding.
This is a whole other thing. Anyways, let's meet.
Let's meet mine. I didn't name her.
What do you mean?
I didn't name her. I just drew her.
What's her name? You have to name her. Monica 2.0?
Monica, what if I'm Monica 1.0? She could be like Monica 0.5.
0.5. Okay.
Monica 0.5 because she's less than me. And so this is what she looks like.
Show the peoples.
Let's see. Wait, where's my thing? So I want you guys to know that I used to take painting. I used to paint when I was younger, and my pictures are a lot better. But one thing I didn't paint, this goes to my defense, I didn't do humans because I never learned how to paint a face. I painted like landscapes and fruits and shit. But anyways, this picture I painted, I drew from looking at a picture of myself, but she's not cute. And I wrote on here that she's not cute on purpose, but that's what she looks like. And I'm not saying that I'm cute, but I'm prettier than her. I wanted her to not be cute because she says mean things to me and she like puts me down and she's not for me. And I feel like creating her ugly, although she has like so much power over me or like in my head, and she like with a lot of things in life, like I'm just like super like I have a lot of self-doubt and like worry and like I'm not good enough, all that shit that she says to me. And she's very powerful, but I felt like I needed to create her ugly to have like to able to visualize the like the opposite that she is of me. Like as much power as she has. Yeah, like I don't know. This sounded better in my head, and now that I'm saying it, I'm not doing it justice.
No, but I know what you're saying. Like I feel like you need to separate yourself from your inner critic.
Yeah. Yeah. And I needed her to be ugly because, well, one, it matches how she is to me. She's ugly to me, so she should be ugly. But I felt like visually thinking about her not being cute might help me to like put her down. That sounds fucked up.
Might make bullying her easier.
I guess. I don't know. I just needed to have
Do what you need to
this
do, girl, no
opposite
judgment.
visualization. But yeah, she's not cute, and that's why she looks like that.
Do you know it developed? You thought about?
Because I don't think
like, is there a moment in time that you became aware? Like, do you have a first memory of being aware of your inner critics? Like, what's your first memory? It doesn't have to be
I don't know.
4 years old.
I'm
It
trying to
could be
think
high school.
No,
but
I know, but I'm trying to think. My inner critic, she tells me that like the biggest thing she tells me is that I'm not deserving.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think of when she first began telling me that. And I'm not sure. I really don't know. I'm going to say probably like
Take it to a therapist.
yeah, right? I think I want to say like probably post college, honestly.
That's when you first became aware of it?
I think that's when I first became aware of it, and I think she was always been there doing it, but I think it came to light after.
Yeah. No, that's fair. For sure, always there, but for you to become aware of it, yeah, that's different.
Yeah. When was yours? When did you first know?
Well,
When did you first meet her?
I first met her.
Tell us how you guys met.
Well,
Oh, but tell me.
no, my first memory of her would be I don't know how old you are in
I can tell
kindergarten
you,
or
you're
first
6.
grade.
You're 6.
5 or 6. I was like 5 or 6. I just remember because I remember what house I was living in at the time. So I was 5 or 6 and I don't know what I was doing, but I was in the living room. Maybe I was watching TV or a movie or something. I don't know, a magazine, we had catalogs and stuff Maybe I was just flipping through the yellow pages.
Okay, but what happened?
The point was,
Tell us.
all of a sudden in my head, I was like, realized how ugly I am. Like in my head, I was like, oh my God, like I'm so ugly. I like for the first time was like fully aware that I was ugly. And I remember running to the bathroom and looking at myself in the mirror. And I was like, you're not as ugly as I thought you were. Literally, that's what I thought. I looked at my 5-year-old self and was like, you're not as ugly as I
You were
thought you
that
were.
young?
Yeah, I was literally 5 years old. And I remember standing in front of the mirror, looking at her and me and being like, you're not as ugly as I thought you were. Like, props on the freckles, but like, we can
Well,
do better.
do you think you were looking at a magazine of women and you're like, wow, so pretty, I'm not them? And then you were like, my
I have
God.
no idea what I was doing, but something triggered me realizing that I was ugly. And I know that how that was reinforced in my childhood because
Yeah.
like I don't it could have been like
You know that Anna, guys, was a giant from the age of 3rd grade.
I was full blown, okay? So I
Anna's has been this height since 3rd grade.
pretty much. But the point is, I started to have this inner critic in my head where I was aware that, like, wow, I'm ugly. And then that ugly started to become like, I'm fat. And then that it all just grew and grew and grew until it turned into like an eating disorder or it turned into depression,
Mhm.
anxiety, like all these different things that we all experience. And it's all coming back from we're not good enough from our inner critics.
Yeah.
Like literally having a conversation with this bitch on the daily.
Mhm.
And
That's the thing with like the inner critic. I was reading that like chronic self-criticism, like all the time like that, like it increases like your cortisol levels and like all of that, like it increases anxiety and like fear and stuff like that. And that's all like plays into like health, like your actual
yeah,
health. And it is shown to
mental and physical,
like
yeah.
it affects you because you're just anxious all the time and you feel like you're constantly shitting on yourself. So yeah, you're gonna be depressed. You're gonna think you're not good enough. And like eating disorders was a thing on there actually that I had read.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah, so we need to like silence those inner critics that we have because they will get out of control without even realizing. Like now that I think about it, I didn't become aware of it probably till after college. But like then I wonder, like for sure she was there because it's not like she came to light. Like it just like
Yeah, no, she was there. You just didn't realize
yeah,
that it was
but it's crazy because the sooner that you bring attention to her and you become aware, like you're getting ahead of it so that you can shut her off. So what I'm saying is like I didn't really become aware of her, but how many years before college? What is that? 21, 22, like however
yeah,
many years, 15 plus years of me like thinking about her or her being there talking to me and like I didn't see her.
yeah. And you
Like
were just
and
like, this
yeah,
is
this
my
is it.
reality. This is at all true. Like,
Right. And now and it shows because I'm disorganized. I'm fearful avoidant. And it shows like in a lot of aspects of like my life and like how I think of myself and how
yeah,
like I self-sabotage. I feel the need to like, let me tell you all the bad shit about me before you tell me. Like I'm gonna beat you to
yeah,
that. And then like
definitely.
and then like low self-esteem, I don't have confidence. Like it can be really like it affects you. And here I am. And that's probably a big reason why I'm single.
Well, we're working on you.
No, I know, I know. Not
Well,
to make this
you're
I wasn't
working
trying
on
to make
you.
this about me, but I'm just
No,
like showing
it
I'm
is
trying
about
to
you.
no, I know, but I meant the podcast or I wasn't trying to take your experience and then like throw it
No, you
on
did
me.
great.
But like and this is why like I'm hoping that whoever watches this, you kind of, think about your inner critic because we like everybody deserves to like have that inner critic just be quiet and like
Yeah,
we
and
don't
just
need
like
that.
hush her. Like I saw this thing and it was like it's like having an annoying roommate, like a forever roommate, like they're always going to be there, but you can learn to like shut them out.
Lock her
And
in a room for a little bit.
yeah, and I feel like this whole process is like really healing and I feel like
Mm.
it may seem silly, but if you want to take a little time, draw her out, draw
Yeah.
them out and like put a name to it and then in that process you'll start to like pick apart like, oh my God, like I didn't even realize that I had so many self-image issues or like whatever. Obviously, I realized that
It's crazy. She'll keep you from doing things. She keeps you from like living.
it's
She keeps you from
true.
taking chances, from like trying to be better
I
because you're
literally
scared.
I
Like,
literally
what?
barely dated in high school, and it's because my confidence was so low. Like in my self-image, I literally thought I was the ugliest girl in school.
Which is crazy because you're super pretty.
That's so sweet. But I literally thought I was the ugliest girl in school, and I have so many regrets about that. I just feel like
Yeah.
because like I saw this thing and it was like say that you were going to try a new hobby and you wanted to do a hip hop dance class. So in this analogy, the lady speaking was saying that you went to a hip hop dance class, you're like getting it on, like in the class, like whatever, you're around a lot of other people. All the thoughts running through your head is everyone's looking at me. I'm not coordinated. You can't dance. You have no rhythm. Like you're embarrassing yourself. And then think about like, what if this was a kid? Like, a kid that you care about,
Yeah.
like in that class doing the same exact thing that you're doing. Like, would you sit there and tell them you're not talented, you can't dance, you have no rhythm?
Of course not.
Why are you,
Unless
everyone's
you're
judging you? Like, unless you're a giant
the
dick,
Grinch.
like no one is doing that. So why would you say it to yourself?
Yeah. And this is good that you're bringing this up because this is like how we can silence her, right? And how we like combat this voice in our head.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I think that's just like the way that we would talk to a child, we should talk to ourselves and be, kind and compassionate.
Yeah,
Show
because we
ourselves a little bit of
literally,
self-compassion.
like I was saying in the previous podcast, I always refer to myself as me and little Anna.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to protect little Anna. So like,
Yeah. And you want better for her.
yeah, I want better for her. So and what I need to do is to reparent this inner critic.
Yeah. Reparent her. Yeah. No, you do need to reparent her. Like how would we talk to, well, yeah, how would we talk to ourselves if we were small?
Yeah. We just need to learn how to reframe and address ourselves the way that we would address others. Like, you're not going to tell your friend that they suck at dancing and they should never go to an exercise dance class again because they embarrass themselves.
Yeah.
Whether they did or not.
You wouldn't say
I
that.
wouldn't say that. I would say that. But I'm an asshole. So
Stop
that's the
saying
point.
that. That's your inner critic.
That's my inner critic. Damn. Yeah.
It is your inner critic.
No, it is. It is. Busted.
Actually, is that the inner critic or is that you?
Is it your inner critic or are you the problem?
But you know what's crazy? But the good thing about all of this is like as much as we're talking about like we're referring to our inner critics as another person, they're within us.
Yeah.
And like we take their power away when we like externalize them, but
Because they are not us.
no, but it's kind
Separated.
of cool to know that like she's in there, so we have control over her.
Yeah, no.
Like this is
for
not
sure.
something we can't control.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like being mindful and like noticing it and catching her. And like when we hear it, we catch what she says. We're like, okay, you be quiet. And
Shut the fuck up,
this is what
sit
I
the fuck
know, blah, blah,
down.
blah. I am loved. I am worthy, whatever. So yeah, so ways to address the inner critic. I think what you were saying kind of ties into like self-compassion.
Yeah, I think addressing your
I think
inner
that's
critic.
the biggest way.
One, just talking to yourself nicely,
Yeah.
being patient with yourself, giving yourself grace,
Self-kindness.
self-kindness.
Yeah.
Another big thing is like the mantra. Like we talked before, like one of my mantras that I like is you deserve more. Like repeating that to myself
Yeah.
over and over and over again as a form of meditation. I think that's a good technique.
It is. And also like to keep in mind that like everyone is like we all make mistakes and we're all like everyone is kind of going through this too.
Yeah.
It like
Everyone
helps
has an
us
inner
like
critic.
helps us feel not alone, like we're connected. Like you are feeling like the way that I'm feeling and my inner critic and what she says, like other people will experience this
Yeah,
too.
because the inner critic wants you to feel alone and
Mhm.
isolated in how you're feeling.
Right. She does. And then the other one is
She wants you all to herself.
Yeah. And the other one is being mindful and like not overreacting, not like, taking whatever she's saying as facts.
Yeah,
That was
fact
a big one.
checking.
Fact
Yeah,
checking
that's a
her.
big one.
Reframing what she says.
Exactly.
Kind of like in simple words. I heard this one lady, she was saying like, I'm not able to learn that. Or like you can never learn that is what she might tell you. You're inner critic. And the reframing would be like you haven't learned that yet. Like,
Yeah.
like, no, I'm not like, it's not a fact that I can't learn something, but I
Yeah.
have not learned the skill yet. I don't know if that's a good example, but you know
No,
what I
that's a good
mean.
example. That's kind of what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're talking about the same thing, but that's a good example.
Yeah, because she's very quick to like say things as if they're like facts.
Facts,
And
yeah.
then we're like,
And you've
no.
heard them so often,
Mhm.
repeatedly over and over and over again that they become truths to you. And so then you have to like unlearn. That's like literally reparenting. You're unlearning all this stuff. You have to teach. Like you can't change the past, but what you can change is the outcome of your future and present.
Right. Which is so great when you think about it. Because imagine if we had no control
Yeah.
and like whatever was written for us is just the way it is. And I think that I know that there's a lot of people that feel like that. Like I can't help myself out of the situation, and you can, but it's hard work. And the inner critic, she likes to prey on like those cognitive distortions of like she overgeneralizes, and she's like very black and white thinker. She likes to label. So like, catching that and like reframing that and, shutting her off. So yeah, just basically practicing self-compassion. That's the biggest way to silence the inner critic. And
being mindful.
being mindful.
Being
and
aware.
feeling like, or knowing that you're not alone. Because
Yeah.
we really aren't alone.
And that reminds me that you have homework.
But what's the homework?
The homework is we challenge you to catch yourself. Be aware. Try to
Yeah.
be aware. Sometime this week, try to catch yourself with some negative self-talk. See if you can recognize your inner critic and
This girl.
oh my God. See if you can recognize this inner critic
There you go.
and then talk her down.
Yeah.
Or talk them down. See if you can try it. That just
Yeah, or even just like
it could be
or just,
something
like-
so silly.
well, no, or just like just observe her and like be mindful of her and see how many times she comes up throughout the day, and then at the end be like, yo, she was talking like 100 times a day.
She was talking
Bitch was talking mad shit. Yeah, that is good homework. And you're going good with the homeworks.
Yes.
You're good with the homework.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was actually thinking about this on the way home with this whole inner critic thing about like how she says such negative things to us and like shames us and like creates a lot of self-doubt and insecurity. And like it's nice, like I was saying, that we like have the power to like shut her down and stuff, and we can say these things and like we can practice self-compassion for ourselves. But then I was just like, one, because I was listening to KB Richmond song, and then I was like thinking like even like if like spirituality or like religion is something of like, that people like it's valuable in someone's life, like also kind of like not only do like I have the ability within myself to like, combat these thoughts and like and basically say like, that's not true because of what I know, but also like coming from like a God perspective, like all of that is like not of God.
Yeah.
Like he is like very much like, you are capable and I'm for you and you're worthy and you're enough. Like all like the positive affirmations, like it's just like it's like an added reinforcement.
Yeah, it's your human tendencies.
What is?
Self-critiquing.
Well, you mean like
Your inner critic is like
Yeah.
a human defect.
Yeah, it's a human defect. But no, it's just nice that like we have power, and then like if you didn't think you had power, if you couldn't do it, like you also have like a higher power. We have a power, and then there's a higher power that is also like backing you up in that. And like, yeah, because I made you and like you're perfect, and like you're not perfect, but you're like, I don't know. I found a lot of comfort in that.
You're perfect for what you need. You're
Yeah.
perfect.
You're perfect because I made you, and like I'm like you, like you're there.
Even beyond the God thing.
I know,
Perfect.
but what I was saying, that's why I prefaced this with, if spirituality and
I
religion
know,
is
but
something.
you just said it phrased as in if because I made you. So I was just saying, just for the people that aren't into the God stuff.
Anyways, we're both right.
We're both right.
We're both right.
100.
That was so bad. Anyways, that's the homework.
And also, like,
Screw you guys.
yeah.
No listener questions.
What? Not a single listener question? The shame you guys should feel right now.
Yeah.
Like,
But we
really,
appreciate you guys watching.
We cried like for a solid 5 minutes before this podcast because we were like, what are we even going to say?
And then Anna said, let's shame him.
Yeah.
And that wasn't her inner critic. That was Anna.
That was my honest to
kidding.
God opinion.
I feel
was
like we're
to
just
shame
using
them.
inner critic for everything.
No,
Just
but it
throw in
was
there.
the inner critic. Like
Critic.
Critic. Gosh. Oh my God. Like,
But no, guys,
I'm just fucking around, but
it can be any question. Like, it
Shoot
doesn't
us
even
some
have to be
questions.
about what we're talking about. Like, it can just be about, like, Monica, why are you still single? Or Anna,
why do you have so many wrinkles on your forehead?
who, me? You.
Not me.
Anna, how did you...
My negative
like, if-
self-talk coming out.
yeah, or like if you...
Why are you single? Why do you have wrinkles on your forehead?
Dude, she's here. You're so
We're
right.
not alone.
You're so right. But see, like that.
Yeah. No, that's... She, like, literally became the conversation.
Yeah,
As we
we're
talked
not even
about it.
here. She's out here. Monica
She
0.5
embodied
is here,
us.
and Imogen is speaking. No,
Imaging.
but yeah, guys, ask us questions, whatever you want. It can be something silly. It can be something serious. It can be something that we haven't spoken about. If you just want to, like,
Or you think we should speak about.
right, or if you just want to say whatever.
Or if you want to say, wow, you guys are mad annoying.
yeah, shut the.
I'm going to take that in and I'm going to throw it out.
Yeah.
I don't care. We don't
Um,
care, right?
I kind of was like spaced out for a second.
She kind of cares.
But yeah, I think the challenge is good. The little homework is good. And the inner critic will not have the last say. She can be there. She can say what she wants. But we're going to be like, take the back seat because
ultimately
it's me.
I'm the driver.
Exactly. Girl, get in the trunk. Put her ass in the trunk. All right.
Can we like close it out with a little...
I don't know that. I'm not doing that.
No.
I'm not doing it. Anyways, guys.
Until next time.
Until next time. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Why did I just do this? Smoking.
Smoking is bad.
Bye.